at the college fairs, I visited the tables of over 20 Catholic colleges, and I was struck by some common themes in their materials. In all but 3 of these colleges, the word Catholic never appeared in their materials. And the ones where it did, it was a rather peripheral comment, not a central comment. The college reps freely admitted that their schools no longer prescribe to a Catholic identity or mission. They see little value in it from a marketing perspective. They have adopted a politically correct mission and adapted to the ever-evolving demands of the woke agenda. I must say that even more disappointing than this was that the vast majority of students and families attending these fairs received these marketing messages favorably. It was a frightening view of what has happened to our culture. Now, many of you also may know the rumblings about His Excellency Bishop Strickland of Tyler, Texas, that he's either going to be asked or forced to step down from his diocese because of his criticism of the hierarchy that is also embracing politically correct agendas and the demands of the woke culture. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to Bishop Strickland, but I do know that he stands as a beacon of light in a time of darkness in the church. And standing next to Bishop Strickland spiritually, the Collegium stands as a beacon of light in a higher education landscape that has forgotten the purpose of Catholic higher education, to form young adults to Christ, to be the vehicle by which the next generation of Catholic leaders will pass the beauty, goodness, and truth of the faith to the following generation, the role of tradition. And we do this through a program of academic studies that is anchored on the teachings of Christ, as passed down to us through the apostles, the fathers of the church, the great teachers through the ages, such as Benedict, Aquinas, and others. We do this through a spiritual life that is anchored on the Mass of the ages and the divine office, both of which nurtured the faith of the great teachers of the church and led them to heaven. And we do this in hopes that it will lead us to the same end. We do this through a program of work that teaches our students virtues that will continue to serve them and us, the faculty, in this life as we strive for eternal joy in the next. So in sum, we are a college committed to forming young adults to Christ. We're more concerned about who our students will be and where they will spend eternity than we are with what specific job they will acquire upon graduation. And we do this while trying to keep the cost of the college down. Here we're not so traditional. We're turning upside down the financial model of higher education because it's not sustainable. We're working through collaborations with entities in the city. Our students have a work program. We have income. We do this through income producing auxiliaries, reductions in middle management positions, and a whole lot more to try to keep the tuition affordable for families and to keep the operation sustainable. Now, you might ask, is it working? Well, absolutely. We're not there yet, but the direction is the right one. And God is with us. We will prevail and we will succeed. God is with us and he will help us. And he will use folks like you as his instruments. Now, I want to show you something. Most of you are here because you saw a flyer like this, okay? If you look at this flyer, you'll notice that it says nothing about tonight being a fundraiser. So if your palms are starting to sweat and you think that this is that moment when we break out the pledge cards and everything stops and gets quiet until everybody's completed a pledge card, relax. That's not going to happen tonight, okay? That's not our primary purpose. However, if you're of a mind to support us, we would be remiss to deny you that opportunity. Okay. So in our view books, there are these lovely little envelopes. And if you'd like to write a check and put it in an envelope, we will not stop you from doing that. Or there's a QR code. You can go online and make a donation. And if you don't know what a QR code is, ask one of your relatives that's under 12 years old and they'll walk you through the process. Now, if you're not thinking about or able to provide any kind of financial assistance, you can still help us. Take some of the view books with you and let other people have them. Let people know who might be interested in supporting us, or let people know who might have an interest in being a good fit as a student at the Collegium. Help us get the word out. We're a small operation. We don't have a huge marketing department, and you can help us let people know that we're here. And finally, certainly, you can pray for our success. There's also a little prayer card in the view book. I commend this prayer to you, to the angels under whom we've put our patronage. We pray this every day for the success of the Collegium, and I would ask you to do the same. So that's it. Please enjoy the food, the company, and the events throughout the evening. So take some time, enjoy each other, and the talk will begin in a few minutes. But for right now, just have a good evening. Thank you.